Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm SocietySucks and today I'm checking out The Red Baron by Mitsi Studio. For anyone who doesn't know, The Red Baron, aka Manfred von Richthofen, was a German pilot during World War I. I think he had like the most confirmed victories, but I could be wrong about that. So let's see what Mitsi has to say about him.
Imagine yourself being an Allied fighter pilot, flying your fragile wooden biplane over the scorched battlefields of World War I. Below you, the Earth is scarred by trenches and artillery craters, thin lines of smoke drifting across a grey, battered landscape.
Terrible.
Up in the sky, however, things look a little more peaceful.
Not at all.
Can be deceiving. The sunlight glitches. A roaring
Behind you
engine
is
in the distance
the Red
approaches
Baron.
fast. You turn around, and to your horror, you see a red triplane open fire on one of your wingman buddies. Ooh, I guess his day just got a lot worse. And your day, well, basically the same. Because your squadron has just been ambushed by the most famous ace of the war. His name? Manfred von Richthofen, aka the Red Baron. Oh yeah, that's right. This guy is not messing around. You probably won't be his first kill of the day, and there's a pretty good chance you won't be his last.
I think he had 80
In this video, we will check out
confirmed
his
kills.
life, his military career, and of course his death. Oh, whoops, spoiled that one already. Never mind.
He also
you
died
better stick
young.
around because there is enough controversy surrounding this man, Fred. Do you also
I know that he was 20-something when he died. I don't know the exact age, but I know he was young.
want to climb the ranks and command some of the most iconic
Oh, and World of
warships
Warships
in
as the
history?
sponsor.
Of course you do. World of Warships
They
is a
better show the
free-to-play
Manfred
PC
von
naval
Richthofen,
combat
because
game
that's a
where you
ship in
take
World of
control
Warships.
Destroyers, cruisers, battleships,
A
aircraft
tier
carriers,
10
and submarines
aircraft
in
carrier.
massive online battles.
It's a paper. It's a paper ship. It never existed in real life. It was based on the design of an, I think, H-class battleship hull.
50th anniversary of the United States.
A
with a special
what
event running
if
from
they
June
converted
17th
it
to July
to an aircraft
15th.
carrier?
You'll progress through a series of historical themed stages with updated visuals
But obviously
inspired
never
by
built.
American naval history, unlocking exclusive rewards simply by playing battles. If you're new or a returning player, sign up using our invite code USA250 to claim 1 million credits, 7 days premium account, 500 doubloons, stars and stripes camouflage.
I'm gonna have to bring in some modern-day US politics into this. The Americans can celebrate the 250-year anniversary by basically surrendering to Iran, because that's what just happened. Yeah, that was an embarrassment. But hey, the MAGA people will call it a win somehow. Yeah, no, pretty much everyone can agree that it was an utter failure and a loss for the Americans.
And for all you new captains out there, there's an added bonus. After just 10 battles, you'll get to choose one of these bad boys. USS South Carolina, USS St. Louis, or the USS Wicks.
Normally I'd
The event
skip
also
sponsors,
introduces
but
brand new
I had stuff to
American-themed
say,
ships, including the
and I
9
do play
cruiser
World of
Fort Worth,
Warships, so
10
I'll let it
Wisconsin
play.
Golden, and 9 Fort Worth Golden. And beyond this event, game updates come regularly with monthly live service content. Now, here's the big news. On June the 26th, we're hosting a live stream with World of Warships. Mitsi versus subscribers, 4 ugly guys battling it out against you nerds. Save the date. It's also a great opportunity to ask anything you've ever wanted to know about the team behind Mitsi. We can't wait to see you in the chat. Please stay in touch with our socials. Download World of Warships for free on PC or on console as World of Warships Legends. Use invite code USA250 to claim your rewards. Link is in the description. Now, before this guy went on to become the most well-known Baron of the Skies, Manfred was first born. Duh.
Yeah,
On the 2nd of May,
obviously.
1892, in the city of Breslau, into an aristocratic Prussian family, which meant military service and discipline were expected from an early age. His father,
First
Albrecht
kill.
von Richthofen, had served as an officer in the cavalry, while his
What's
mother...
it?
His father, Albrecht von Richthofen, had
Albrecht.
served as an officer in the cavalry, while his mother, Kunigunde von Richthofen, Schickfuss and Neudorf and Dumbass, long names impossible to remember, well, she managed the household and all the little brats in it.
He had multiple siblings.
As a child, Manfred was very energetic and...
I also think one of his siblings was later a commander in the Luftwaffe who took part in the invasion of Poland. I don't know which brother that was, but I know it was one of them.
competitive. He loved horse riding, hunting, and marksmanship. I guess without online shooter games present in the world, those were the hobbies to pick for Manfred.
Yeah, back then you
So
shot
later
real
he
guns.
described aerial
Now you
combat
shoot
like
virtual
hunting, where
ones.
The pilot stalks and hunts down his target, waiting for the best moment to strike. And in 1911, at the age of 19, Richthofen graduated from a senior cadet academy in Berlin and became a cavalry officer. At the time, cavalry officers were considered elite folks. And despite all that, when World War I broke out, it became pretty obvious that modern weapons made cavalry
is done.
Useless. It's kind of like completing an academic gender diversity major these days.
Yeah, it's useless.
Thinking you and your pronouns are completely useless. While we're feeling useless, bored, and depressed, Richthofen started to look around to be transferred to the German Air Service. Now, first, he was not allowed to be a pilot. Instead, he served as an observer in reconnaissance aircraft.
Oh, Well, you gotta start somewhere.
Navigate, operate cameras, and reported on enemy troop positions.
This is also an important
At some
job.
point, he claimed firing a machine
Reconnaissance.
gun and shooting down an enemy aircraft. Sadly for Richthofen, though, the kill was not credited to him. I mean, what on earth,
What?
or in the air, does one have to do to get some credit for a job well done? Seriously. And since no
What a
good
shame.
deed goes unpunished, Richthofen demanded his own craft instead of just assisting killing everyone around. I mean, after all, no history book is going to be written about shit like that.
Yeah.
Now, eventually, he
That's
was allowed
true.
to start training as a pilot in late 1915. You would expect him to just take off and start killing everything that had wings attached, but surprisingly, his
definitely
first
not.
solo flights were a bit rough. And by rough, we mean total crap. Rough landings, no smooth flights, and awkward control handling. Yeah, not exactly ace-worthy signs on the wall, yeah? That's what his instructors
I mean, you
would
have to
probably think.
learn.
However, at some point he met a guy called Oswald Bulker, and everything was about to change for the better. Bulker taught Richthofen valuable lessons like, attack from above and behind, fire at close range, avoid unnecessary aerobatics, and keep the sun behind you, and obviously don't get your plane shot to tiny bits while you're doing all of that. So
Yeah,
he quickly
all good
mastered
advice.
the Bulker 101 air combat rules, and by the end of 1916, he had 16 confirmed victories.
Damn.
For these impressive stats, he received Germany's highest military decoration. Corps de Mérite. Yes, I know. Sounds very German. So, on the 24th of June 1917, Richthofen was promoted to command Jagdgeschwader 1. This unit became famous as the Flying Circus, which is quite a jolly name for an elite fighter wing created to bring death and destruction. Oh yes, these happy painted planes were frequently moved between airfields, including their entourage of trucks and tents. Well, I guess the name Flying Circus makes a little more sense now.
Yeah.
In late September
It fits.
1917, Richthofen started to paint his newly delivered Fokker triplane red. This way,
yes,
he was
the
easier to
Fokker.
identify with his fellow pilots, and it made the enemy pilots shit their pants as well. The red painted plane also created his nickname by British pilots.
If it's
calling
red,
him the
run
Red
away.
Baron.
Because it's
Once the
Manfred von
squadrons were
Richthofen.
airborne, they usually climbed to an altitude of 3,000 to 4,000 meters while the pilots scanned the sky below. And when enemy aircraft was spotted, the groups spread out and individual targets were identified. With the sun behind them, the German planes went into a steep dive and opened fire on the shattering formations of enemy planes below them. The results of these coordinated surprise attacks were often brutal. The Red Baron and his circus friends achieved insane kill stats following the combat principles of Oswald Bulker. Despite their successes, however, Richthofen was hit in the head by a machine gun bullet, temporarily blinding him. Which, doesn't
What?
really help when you're trying to fly a plane. Now, despite being shot in the head, he still managed to land his plane. Again, quite
Impressive.
a boss. He spent several weeks in a military hospital before
The majority
returning
of
to
people
duty.
would have crashed and died.
However, many people argued that his state of mind changed after his medical leave. He became more aggressive, which I guess was possible. He also became more risk-taking. Now, by this time, his family became concerned about his well-being, since a lot of fake news stories leaked to German newspapers, including a story that Richthofen was getting married.
What?
Shortly after, Richthofen wrote to his dad. Dear father, I just wanted to let you know I am not interested in the girls. I am too busy shooting down the boys. Right accent. Oh, and stop Googling that. Of course he did not write that to his dad, you idiots. That story is quatsch, as the Germans would say. Anyways,
Quatsch.
on the 21st of April
Which means
1918,
nonsense.
our brain-damaged boy Richthofen took to the skies again when he spotted a British aircraft flying far down below. With little
Shoot it
hesitation,
down.
he pulled his triplane into a dive and started to follow this low-flying target, a maneuver he would surely advise against early in the war. Apparently, zero fucks were given that day as he followed this lonely enemy plane right over Allied lines. And subsequently, an Australian ground machine gunner spotted his triplane and fired several bursts into the fuselage. One round hit him in the chest, but again, he still managed to force land his plane.
What?
Not like a boss this time, because, well, he died shortly after.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
so this was his end.
Deadly fighter ace was no more. Now, when Australian soldiers found the wreck and his body, they decided he should receive full military honours. Therefore,
deserves
his
it.
funeral included a guard of honour from Australian troops, 6 Allied pilots acting as pallbearers, a military band, and wreaths placed by British air units. I don't know what they wrote down, though. Despite being a pain in their asses, respect to the pro, the kill streak, GG from the blue team. Well, actually, we know what they wrote down. To our gallant and worthy foe. Basically the same respect and the same cool and the same shout out to the most famous ace of World War I.
This is World War I we're talking about. There was no bad or good guys in this. This was all just people doing their jobs. They were told to fight the enemy. That's what they did. They did their jobs. They deserved the respect for actually doing it. And especially like him doing it well. Really well. At least he got the respect he deserved for doing his job. Doing his duty. I also finally found out what the hell the flying circus means. Because I've listened to the Red Baron song by Sabaton. One of the lines was a flying circus and a man from Prussia. And I finally understand what the flying circus part is about. So yeah, you learn something new every day. But yeah, anyway, I think I've said everything I wanted to during the video. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. If you want to see more reactions, check out this video right here. And with that, I hope I'll see you in the next video.